Brendan Schaub harassed for not wearing a mask on a bike trail.
Oh, dude, you would have been so upset today.
Why?
Papa's
Because you realized you were doing a show with a literal
Which one of them?
I was talking to both.
It's like that Spider-Man meme. Yeah. Just pointing at the other Spider-Man.
Yeah.
on the trail like he always is.
Yep.
Home turf, right? Back on my home turf. Drove to San Diego yesterday. Back on my home turf, going. And I'm 20 miles out from my house, so it's rattlesnake territory.
Yeah.
And I listen to music while I ride my bike, and I see a couple on horses.
Wow.
Couple on horses.
Wow. What was wow about that?
I don't know.
People ride horses sometimes, dude.
He said it like he saw two people riding unicorns. Yes, like, yo, B, I saw like two super mutants from Fallout, and they were riding unicorns. That would get a, wow, really?
Wow, bro.
Where's that at? That's wild.
Some deep Turp McFly says his pants look like I'm suffocating and I can't breathe.
I love when people just start saying dumb shit in the chat because Brendan's on screen.
So stupid.
Pecker29 says snakes are bendy. It's just like you see Brendan on screen and you're inspired to say the stupidest shit that comes to your brain. Snakes are bendy. See, we're ending on a high note today.
This is great.
The world's going to end. At least we can make fun of this fucking idiot capri pants, right? I mean, there's that. You're not going to take that from me. When I'm in the FEMA camps, I can have the memories of mocking this over-tanned idiot.
Which one?
That's a good point as well. These over-tanned idiots.
Right? Big horses.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it caught my attention. And I can see she's going like this at me, yelling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, maybe they need.
He's lying.
They're going.
He's making up a story. This is a lie.
They're moving through a lot of booze lately.
Yeah.
It's always a different. It's like they're moving through. It's not just like the same bottles up.
No,
every
they're going
week.
through different ones. Yeah. He's lying, by the way.
Of course he is. Everything he says is a lie.
Need help, or maybe there's a giant rattlesnake up thing. So
You
I go,
mean to tell me, Royce, that the guy who said that UFC's leading doctor, oh, he talk like this, oh, hello, is a liar? You mean to tell me that guy would lie?
Yes.
or maybe there's a giant rattlesnake up thing. So I go, excuse me, and this lady goes, where the fuck is your mask?
No,
Where the fuck is your mask?
She didn't say that.
There's no way that happened.
Yeah, there's no way.
Nobody believes you, Brendan.
You're too in good a shape for somebody to say some shit like that to you. Yeah. They'll try that shit on, like, they pick and choose who they say that shit to.
Probably about my age. I almost said our age.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I hate to admit this. I fucking hate when I have to begrudgingly admit something. But that was actually kind of funny. That was actually kind of funny. God damn it! I had to admit that.
Hey, I don't like this.
No, my age.
I don't like
sorry.
the story.
Sorry, my age. They're both about my age, maybe a little younger. She goes, where the fuck's your mask?
Where the fuck is your mask?
I go, excuse me? She goes, where the fuck is your mask? You're risking everybody out here. And I go, who's out here? Who's out here? She goes, where's your mask? I go, why in the world, and I'm trying not to cuss, to escalate the situation. I go, why in the world would I wear a mask out here? Are you out of your goddamn mind yelling at me?
But you did curse.
She goes, well, where's your fucking mask? I go, who are you talking to?
She keeps saying, where's your fucking mask?
She goes, where's your fucking mask?
Here's what happened.
I love that Brian's always challenging his stories. How many times did she say it?
You're right.
She just kept saying it over and over. What'd she look like?
Here's what happened. He was riding his bicycle, Huffy, with the little tassels in the bell.
A Huffy, remember those?
Huffy. He was riding his bicycle, and he's thinking like, bro, you know what would be a really good story for the show be? What if I'd say like somebody with horses. Like, I got to make it realistic. Like, I can't just say they were walking. Because, like, that doesn't sound like... So, like, what if there were, like, motorcycles? Nah, that's too dangerous. So, like, on horses, right? And what if, like, they came up to me and this is how it... You know when a child makes up a story?
I think he was really biking.
I believe that.
I'll go a step further. I think he saw some people on horses. That's an area where they would have that. I think that he was riding without a mask, and I think some people on horses that probably had masks on. I think a woman shot him for maybe half a second, a dirty look. And he knew in his mind.
And he made up a whole
she's
fight in his
probably
head.
mad at me for not wearing a mask or whatever. And then in his mind, he filled in all the. And then she was all like, take the fucking mask on. And I was like, what, bitch? And then we were all like, he just kind of felt like, I'm telling you, that's what happened. He got a dirty look from some woman, and he was like, in his brain, it was, where the fuck is your mask?
And then I'm like,
you go. How would I fuck out of your boyfriend?
Well, hold on.
Hey, Brian, calm down. He is a fucking, like, considering that Brendan's the fucking UFC fighter, Brian's a fucking hothead.
Oh yeah, he's out.
What if I beat the fuck out of your boyfriend? So far in this made up story, the boyfriend hasn't said anything.
He is notorious for being that way, and I have a feeling that may have. Brave Bigot said he's a sober alcoholic. Yeah, he's a fucking dry drunk, but he's definitely probably lost some. I have a feeling Brian
Gigs.
would have had a better career, but I think that he has a reputation for being a hothead. If I had to guess.
Well, hold on. And their boyfriend goes, yeah, dude, it's not cool. And I'm like, what'd you say? He was not.
He added,
None of this happened.
he added that because Brian just said, why don't you say something to his boyfriend? He just ad-libbed it. Right now, you saw him just add that to his story like, no, but his boyfriend did say something. And I was like, I'll fuck you up, bro. So he is making this story up as he goes along.
Brian's looking at him like he's looking at a guy who's making the story up as he goes along. Yeah. Look at this freeze frame.
And their boyfriend goes, yeah, dude, it's not cool. And I'm like, what'd you say? He goes, not cool. I go, what's not cool? And now they don't have masks on. They have bandanas on. And I go, oh, you.
So he ran into Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
Huh? Fucking Jesse James and his crew were out there.
Fucking OK Corral? You moron.
You dum-dums think the bandanas help you. You think the bandanas help you. And as I say this, the Lord upstairs goes, let's do a breeze so we can see how stupid they are. Breeze comes. The things blow up. I go, oh, wow, I can see your entire face. I can see your entire face. You think that's helping? I said, you know what you guys should do? You should wait because I passed a few bikelists on the way. None of them are wearing masks because we're not morons. So when they come, you guys should ruin your whole day and wait here like it's your job because nobody's paying you. The taxpayers aren't paying to do this. You guys should wait here and then yell at the other guys coming. And as they're telling me the two guys who I was passing, I was talking to them when we got to the top. They come by and she goes, and where's your mask? And they just start laughing and keep riding by. And I said, I should have done that. But I thought you were warned about a snake, and I stopped.
You said all of these things.
I
love how he can't. By the way, when you tell a story like this,
he did call him bikeless. By the way, Robert Gavin in this chat says, did he call him bikeless? He said of bicyclist. He did call him bikeless.
No, but he's abbreviating because abbreves are sweeping the nation.
Oh, okay. Bikelist.
This is how you can tell when somebody's telling a bullshit story, because he can't even remember what was said. He's like, and then I was all like, because the people aren't paying you, the taxpayers aren't paying you, so it's not your job. But you should go pretend like it's your job and go down there like it's because it's not your job though. And then I was like,
what did I say earlier?
You don't remember that? Like,
where am I?
Good example. Years ago, my buddy John in North Carolina got into a fight with some fucking tourists in Carolina Beach, because he was parking in his parking space in our apartment complex. And he kind of jerked in front of them because they were going to try to take his spot, because everybody steals spaces in summertime. So he jerked into that spot and was getting out after work. And you could hear some fucking redneck guy. The redneck guy was like, man, see, this is why I fucking hate all these Yankees. Because these fucking Yankees come down here and blah, blah, blah. And John was like, the fuck did you just say to me? I fucking live here, asshole. Why don't you take your fucking ass back to Wallace or wherever the fuck you came from? And the guy was like, ooh. He just left or whatever. And when John relayed that story to me later, he had no problem recalling every word verbatim of what was said, because he was, you get fired up and then you're like, you know what this fucker said to me today? And I told him, you don't fuck. Like, he's just like, and then I was like, what did I say? That it's not your job. Why don't you? He's a fucking mess.
Trenton Wade says Brendan sounds like a kid stalling for bedtime. That's what he's doing.
Still your bedtime, Brendan. You got to go to bed. No, I'm going to tell you a story about school the other day. Go to bed.
It's been complete waste of my time. And then the boyfriend says something, goes, yeah, well, we're on here tomorrow. You better wear a mask. And I was like, holy fuck. I went, you're serious, dude. He goes, yeah, you better wear a mask.
And then I like punched a horse and I knocked him out like it was Blazing Saddles.
So you go, dude, I'm on this trail every day. I'll be back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. I might ride fucking naked just to prove a point.
You know what it is?
I mean, Brendan, please don't.
I hope he's telling the truth. I hope we're wrong and this was a real story. And I hope he goes bicycling tomorrow. And I hope he
bike listing
tomorrow.
Thank you.
And I hope he gets knocked the fuck out by some fruit picking 5'5" men. That's what I hope. I want to see on TMZ Brendan Schaub gets knocked out at a park by some civilian. That would make me laugh hysterically, and he would have no street cred after that.
TBT says he gets trampled by a horse.
That would be fucking funny too.
The horse just kicks him off of his huffy.
And this just in: the horse has been signed to UFC for 2 years.
He's fighting John Jones.
Another.
I go, and how
up horse?
About where's the mask for your horses? You don't. You don't care about animals. Oh my God! You know your horse can get it.
It can't. Your horse can't get COVID-19.
When has a horse ever been infected?
I don't know if the horse has gotten coronavirus.
You know what? I hate to ask this question because I know it's just going to frustrate you. But Royce, is he
Yes.
Okay. Just
Why are you asking that? Of course he's.
Is this man?
She goes, no, you fucking kid. That's the stupidest thing. I go, oh, you didn't know horses can get it? And they can. Have you looked it up? Horses can get it. Bring that up, Jay. I go, oh,
it's called equine coronavirus, and it's been around since 2017. It is a different kind of coronavirus.
I just say Brave Picket in the chat. Riots in the street. Can horses get it? That's what you're typing into Google right now. Can horses get the coronavirus?
I know.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. I really, before I die, I gotta know if horses can get this.
We need to know.
I can't die not knowing this.
No, Mike. We must know if horses can get coronavirus.
you don't know horses can get it? I go, oh. And I go, Bubba, you guys watch CNN. You've been watching CNN, you're scared straight. This is the first time leaving the house. This is the first time leaving the house. You guys have no idea. Nobody wear masks except for you fucking
So
moron.
you're still fighting with these people on horses?
Yeah, none of this happened, by the way.
No, I know, but in his make-believe
But I'm
world,
saying, even in a fucking made-up story, you're stretching it out too long. These kind of things don't. If a loud disagreement goes that long, it'll come to blows by that point. You're not just going to keep yelling. Like, this is so retarded. This is how I would have done it, right? Let's say I'm riding a bike, Royce. You be a lady and go, hey, where's your mask? So I'm riding past. Are you not going to do the thing?
Am I the guy on the bike?
No, I'm the guy on the bike.
Okay, I'm the guy on the horse. Hey, why aren't you wearing your mask, you stupid...
Shut up. That's the end of it. Keep pedaling. It's that simple. I've done this many times in my life. How many times in your life have you been out and about, somebody tries to shame you for something? It goes, shut up. You just go on about your day. I've done that 1,000 times in my life. Shut the fuck up. And when they go, no, but you're not supposed, you just keep walking away. You don't keep going.